Now, after weeks of suspense over a Gaza full-blown invasion, Israel for now has agreed to a request from America to delay its expected ground assault of Gaza. But despite announcing the deferment, Israeli tanks are still rolling into Gaza, mounting an attack on Hamas terrorists. Israel set aside the plan of a full-blown invasion, despite announcing its imminence majorly due to international pressure, due to political military divisions and concerns, very importantly, over hostages. It was America that stated it wanted more time for hostage talks and urged Israel to hold off on the invasion. Israel also claims that airstrikes have already started weakening Hamas terrorists and that an assault isn't necessarily needed. Sources also say that Netanyahu is angry at the generals and blames them for what happened on October 7th.
אנחנו בעיצומה של מערכה על קיומנו. הצבנו למלחמה שתי מטרות: לחסל את החמאס על ידי השמדת היכולות הצבאיות והשלטוניות שלו, ולעשות כל דבר אפשרי להשיב את החטופים שלנו הביתה. אנחנו ממטירים על החמאס אש תופת. כבר חיסלנו אלפי מחבלים, וזאת רק ההתחלה. במקביל אנחנו נערכים לכניסה קרקעית. אני לא אפרט מתי, איך, כמה. אני גם לא אפרט את מכלול השיקולים שאנחנו לוקחים בחשבון, שרובם הגדול כלל לא ידוע לציבור, וכך צריך להיות. אזרחי ישראל, ה-7 באוקטובר היה יום שחור בתולדותינו. נברר עד תום מה קרה בגבול הדרום ובעוטף עזה. המחדל הזה ייבדק עד תום. כולם יצטרכו לתת תשובות, גם אני. אבל כל זה יקרה רק אחרי המלחמה.
Governs the Gaza Strip stores fuel, both diesel fuel and other types of and benzene and other types of fuel. It's all inside the Gaza Strip, and there's enough for many days for hospitals and water pumps to run. Only the priorities are different. Hamas prefers to have all of the fuel for its war-fighting capabilities, leaving civilians without it, and then international organizations ask for help, but who are they asking from? Are they asking Hamas, who has access to the fuel and governs the Gaza Strip, or are they blaming Israel, or asking Egypt? I think that it's very important that they point their questions and their requests to the ones who can actually help them and actually govern the Gaza Strip. And that is Hamas, not Israel and not Egypt.
All right, let's get you now an exclusive ground report filed by Shivarur from Tel Aviv. You can see Israel facing a barrage of missile strikes that have been intercepted by the Iron Dome in this ground report.
Well, it appears that, pressure from the United States is certainly one of the big considerations for Israel in terms of why it has delayed any possible ground invasion. Remember, there's a great deal of conjecture about whether Israel would have gone in earlier, because apart from U.S. pressure itself, let's not forget that the main reason why a big typical ground invasion of the kind that Israel has done in the past is difficult at this time is because of the scale of the rocket siren here in Tel Aviv, Israel's biggest city. So we just jumped out of our car. There isn't a shelter that's nearby.
You see, this is from.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
It's
This is an Iron Dome interception that's happened right here in Tel Aviv. It's like just, maybe about 500 meters from us, our location right above us. That's an interception. Okay, another explosion, and maybe a couple more right above us. That's Iron Dome in action, what you're looking at right now. I can count 3 or 4 rockets that have just been intercepted. There you go. One more wisp of smoke right there. And another one there, as you can see. That's the Iron Dome in action there, and there as well. This is Israel's biggest city, and this means that the Hamas is still firing its rockets at maximum range. From Gaza to Tel Aviv is a good 60 to 70 kilometers. So these are the rockets being fired at absolutely maximum range right now. The thud that you just heard was the Tamir missile from the Iron Dome system intercepting and smashing those rockets. About 3 I've counted. I've heard 3 explosions, so maybe 3 rockets have been intercepted. Not clear if any others have made an impact. That siren is stopped. It looks like the alert has passed now. Iron Dome, right here in Tel Aviv.
And that tells you that Hamas hasn't held back. They're still continuing to fire missiles at Israel as well.